Hello, my loves. I am in a Rihanna mood today, so I am ranking Loud. Loud is my second favorite Rihanna album, behind Good Girl Gone Bad, of course, and I am just excited to talk about it because this was such a moment when this album came out. The red hair, the videos, everything. This was one of the biggest moments in 2010, I think. Yeah, 2010. So I am going to rank the songs based on my personal favorites. So not objective worst to objective best. This is just my personal favorite songs. So starting at number 11, this is so bad. Love the Way You Lie Part 2. Okay, this is ranked last, not because I think it's a bad song. I do think the song is amazing. It just upsets me. Like, that's the thing. Like, I can't listen to it because it's just like a little too sad considering what happens with her in real life. So, and I feel the same way about the original version of the song as well. It's just like kind of uncomfortable for me to listen to. And the sad thing is like it's such a beautiful song, like especially this version cuz it is more piano heavy, I guess, more ballady than the original version, and I think it's gorgeous. She sounds so pretty on it, but it's just like a little too sad. Like I just can't bring myself to listen to it very often. So that's why it's in last place. It is still an amazing song though. I do think part 2, I don't know if it's better than part 1. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go out on the limb. I'm going to say it's better than part 1 cuz there's more Rihanna on it, and if there's more Rihanna on the song then it's just better. So number 10, this is another bad decision. Man Down. Okay, I feel like this is like bad. Like this is such a fan favorite, I feel, but it never totally clicked with me in the same way that it clicked for other people. I still really like Man Down, don't get me wrong. This is a really great song. I think it has the best storytelling on the album, and I also just love how it's about her killing a man. I mean, how can you not love that? I think that is a great topic for a song. Like Tipsy by Chloe and Halle. That's like my favorite Chloe and Halle song because it's about the same thing. I mean, how can you not enjoy a good murderous song? And Man Down, it's a good one. I just don't like it as much as the other songs, basically. Like, I don't really listen to this one as much off of Loud, and that doesn't mean I don't still like it. I just don't like it as much. I do sort of think it belonged more on Rated R. I don't know if that's just me. I always felt like Rude Boy and Man Down should have switched places, because Rude Boy sounds like it would have been off of Loud more, and Man Down just sounds like it would have been off of Rated R, because it is more thematically heavy and a darker kind of sound, especially on Loud, which is kind of like a lighter album, more colorful, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, Man Down is still great. Like, the only reason that it's ranked this low is because I simply don't listen to it as much as the other songs. But on Loud, where every song is a banger, that's really not a bad thing. So next up is Skin. Skin is Rihanna's sexiest song, or at least one of her sexiest songs. I just think it's so hot. Like, it is just a very sensual, steamy kind of lap dance song. I just love that. I mean, like, softer than a mother boy, I know you wanna touch, breathing down my neck, I could tell you wanna. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And also, it's over 5 minutes, and I usually have a problem with that because I usually have a very short attention span. But this is how you use a 5 minute song. Like, this is a very good use of your 5 minute song, because I feel like on pop albums, especially, I just feel like I don't have the time for it. Like, I don't want songs that are over 5 minutes because I have a very short attention span. But this is a good use of a 5 minute song. I feel like a song like this should be a little bit longer because you need the time to build the tension and like take your time with it. So yeah, Skin is just absolutely amazing. One of her sexiest songs of all time. Number 8 is Fading. Fading is so much fun. This is like such a good example of how in music you could have really sad lyrics, but the music is fun. Like the production, I mean, because the song is just so like catchy and the lyrics are really sad. Like, saw you turn into a ghost right in front of my eyes. Tell me what's a girl to do when she's crying inside, like the bridge. Like, it's so sad. And like she's saying, like, you're fading away, but it's so catchy. Like, it's one of those songs that you just sing along with, and you don't really realize how sad it is until you actually read the lyrics. Because honestly, for the longest time, I didn't really think about what this song meant. But when I did, I was just like, oh, this is really sad. But it's a good kind of sad. It's the kind of sad that I could easily cry to the song and dance along with it. And those are my favorite kinds of songs, when I could get lit to it but also be depressed with it. So Fading is a great, great track. Super, super catchy, super fun, and also super depressing. We love to see it. Number 7 is Complicated. Ironically, not the song that samples an Avril Lavigne song. Complicated is another one that I think is sad but really fun, because it's just about a complicated relationship. And it's nothing like necessarily deep. I just think it is simply a great dance track. Like, I love that hard pulsating beat that kicks in during the chorus. I love the like little refrain, like the "you're not easy to love." She sounds really pretty there, and her voice in the chorus, like how she stretches out the complicated, like the girl is belting, like, why is everything with you so complicated? I think we could all relate to that too. Like, this is a good one to scream along with. Like, that's definitely one that I would imagine would be relatable to people in relationships. I cannot relate, but you know, whatever. So Complicated is a great song. I think it is. The problem with Loud in general is that I do think it's very singles heavy, and the deeper cuts maybe don't hit as much. Complicated is still a great song. It just doesn't necessarily stack up to the absolute excellence that is coming up. So number 6 is California King Bed. This song is so, so gorgeous. I feel like I didn't hear the song a lot on the radio when it came out, and I just have to wonder why. Like, this is easily one of her best ballads. It's just so, so pretty. Like, I love the little simple verses, like the chest to chest, nose to nose. Like, she is just painting this picture of literally being in this bed with somebody close to them, but emotionally distant. And that's a great visual. Like, I love the idea of literally sharing the space with someone who you don't connect with on a deeper level. And I just think that makes a really good song. Like, I think the song is very well written, along with being just a great song to listen to. Like, it is very, very catchy. Again, the massive chorus, which is all over Loud. Like, Loud is very big on the big choruses. And this one is so, so amazing. Like, this California King Bed, we're 10,000 miles apart. Oh my god, it is just literally such a great, great song. Like, it's a good one to cry to. This is definitely one that you could cry to and also dance to, which are my favorite songs. Oh, I also love the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus of, like, how come when I reach out my finger, it feels like more than distance between us. The way she belts it out, like, that's what sells it. It's her, like, emotional vocal performance for me. Like, she sounds so, so good right there. I know people say Rihanna isn't the best singer, but the girl gives you emotion. Like, that's what it is. I think she is a good singer, but I think she gives you emotion, and that's what sets her apart. Like, you literally hear the longing in her voice, especially in that part, in the pre-chorus. She just really sounds, like, devastated. Like, how come when I reach out, you are not there? So, California King Bed is so good. Like, this is one that I, like, frequently will, like, turn on while I'm driving, but it has to be summer. I can only listen to the song, like, in summer in my car, because it has to be, like, the right mood. And I feel like this is such a driving with the windows down type of song. Like, that is what this song is. It is driving down, like, the highway, or, like, you're looking out at the ocean or something, and it's, like, warm out, and there's somebody playing guitar next to you or something. Like, that is what it is. It is totally a driving, screaming song. So next up is Cheers. Speaking of screaming, I went the longest time without listening to Cheers. I know, crazy. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me, but for some reason, like, I didn't like it for a long time, and I can't even pinpoint why. I just kind of, like, ignored it. Like, you know when you just don't click with the song and you just kind of ignore it? That was me with Cheers. And then one day, literally, I'm not even kidding, like, not even that long ago, like, well, maybe it was like 4 years ago or something. It's not, like, long in the grand scheme of things. My friends put it on, and I was like, wait a minute. and like suddenly it just clicked. And I remember I like listened to it that entire summer because I felt like I had to make up for the lost time because Cheers is literally so much fun. I mean, can you physically leave your house on a Friday night without listening to Cheers? You can't. You literally can't. This is the going out song. Like, this is the weekend song. She invented the weekend with this song. I think that this is just one of the most fun songs. Like, this is one that unites people. Like, I want the song to play in a bar, and I want everyone to like raise their glass and like do that swaying thing where we all have like our arms over each other and we're all saying like cheers to the freaking weekend. It is literally just like a uniting force of a song. And that Avril Lavigne sample is so brilliant. It's like insane to me that they heard I'm With You and they decided let's make this one part into like a party song. Like, let's interpolate this into a party song. Because I would have never ever thought that, but it works so well. Because I'm With You is like a really slower song, and then just to have that interpolated, like you wouldn't think it would work. And I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, what the hell? Like, I didn't know where they were going with it, but it just works so well, and it just makes the song so memorable. So Cheers is absolutely incredible. This is one that needs to be played if you're going out on the weekend. It's a requirement, basically. So number 4 is S&M. Rihanna was so wrong. She literally had little 5th graders singing along to S&M. Because I remember when this song came out, I think I was in 5th grade, and literally, like, all the little kids were singing along with this. We had no idea what the hell this meant. Like, S&M, like, what does that mean to a 5th grader? SpongeBob and Mario? Like, no one knows. But, well, no one knew. Now we grew up and then we look back and we're like, what the hell were we singing along with? But S&M is literally a classic. I mean, this one gets frequent radio play today. Like, I hear this song frequently. Like, maybe it's just where I live, but I feel like I hear the song like at least once a month if the radio happens to be on. I don't listen to the radio, so I guess I can't really say, but it's a safe bet that if they're playing a Rihanna song, it will probably be this one, or like some of her other hits, but like this one gets a lot of play, like even to this day. And just the song itself really is just like pop perfection. I mean, I love how like it starts off slowly, the little la 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 la's, like, and then you get the more minimal kind of beat, and then you get into the massive chorus. Like, that is just what makes Loud so good. Again, just it understands that you need to like builds the tension and then like fully deliver during the chorus. And this one just has one of the most memorable, not just on the album, like literally just in music, like of the 2010s. Like, who could ever forget this chorus? It's so like shocking and scandalous, but no one gets it because it's so catchy. Like, that's what's so funny about the song. Like I went to Christian school and they played the song. Like, that's the funny part about it. Like, the way that it's packaged, like, it sounds like a song literally anyone can sing to, but then you hear the lyrics and you're just like, oh, okay. And that's what makes it so good. Like, I love songs that are like kind of scandalous, but they're underneath like this candy-coated, like sugary pop production, and that is why S&M is just such a great song. I think it is literally a classic. Like, this is one that's gonna live on for forever. Next up is Raining Men. I don't know if this is controversial or not. This is my favorite Rihanna and Nicki Minaj collaboration. I am so sorry, Fly. I am so sorry. But this song is literally so much fun. This is my favorite deep cut on the album, and I just think it deserves like even more. I really feel like it should have been a single. Maybe it was like somewhere. I don't know. I don't think that it was. But literally, this is one of those songs where like each individual like part is so memorable. Like, I especially love like the eeny meeny miny mo catch a play behind the toe. Like, it's so funny. And then the chorus, just like they be falling like the rain so we ain't running out. So much fun. Like, literally just a fun song. And then Nicki's part, of course, is so good. And I love how it's the second verse too. Like, usually, like, I feel maybe if there's a rap feature, it will be like where the bridge is and like after the second chorus. But no, she comes in during verse 2, and I feel like that helps the song a lot because like it just keeps the like energy going, I guess. Like it kind of like turbocharges the song. I don't know, like it just makes like the flow of the song even better because it's not like that long into the song and we already have Nicki talking about the tightest hole. Like it literally is just so good. I love Raining Man. Raining Man is one of my favorite Rihanna deep cuts. This is one that if you haven't heard, like you just need to. It is just so much fun. And it's also not a cover of the Weather Girls song, which is funny, although they do get referenced in it. But I think that it's cool that she was able to take a song where the title obviously like evokes a really iconic song, and then but she makes it her own thing. Like that's the great thing about the song too. Like it is its own thing. It's not just like banking on the old hit. Like the song very much has its own identity and is just great in its own right. This is one that I always play during the summer. Like this is just one of my favorite ones to just blast. It is just so much fun. Like, and for everything too. Like I feel like I could listen to this song like in the daytime, in the evening. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's just appropriate for all situations. So that is why I love Raining Men. Number 2 is What's My Name. What's My Name is literally one of Rihanna's best singles, and I've always said this. I have always loved What's My Name from the moment that I heard it, because I didn't even stan Rihanna back in 2010 when this album first came out, but I remember just being entranced by this song because everything from like the Nana hook and then again just the brilliant chorus, super sticky, will always stay in your head. And I love just how she sounds on this song because again it's just very like sexy, like very sensual, and especially the part where like any door you enter I will let you in. The way that she says that line, like I swear to you it turns me straight for like a split second. For 1 split second I turned straight because she is so like the delivery of that line is like the sexiest part of any Rihanna song, like period to me. It's so good. And then I also like Drake's verse on it. It's just kind of funny, like the square root of 69 is 8 something, right? Like he was kind of right. I mean, I think it is 8. I don't know. I'm gonna need to bust out the calculator for that one. No, but What's My Name literally is just, again, a classic. Like, the amount of classic singles that came from Loud alone is just crazy. Like, I can't really explain why What's My Name is so good. It just is. Like, it just simply is just one of those, like, facts of life. Like, we're born, we need oxygen, we need food to survive, and What's My Name is a masterpiece. Like, it's just a simple truth. Like, it's an essential thing that everyone needs to know. So, number 1 is Only Girl in the World. This is my favorite Rihanna single of all time. This song is me. Like, I am the only girl in the world. Like, literally, this is the song. Like, this is me as a song. This is just how I want to feel all the time. Like, I want to be the only girl in the world. I just think this song is the quintessential Loud song. I know I said that about S&M too, but like I also feel that way about this song because it really does just define like what this era was about. Like it was about being loud. Like literally the chorus is this huge bombastic moment, and also just the song is so like excellently produced. I just feel like, again, just so brilliant. Like there's multiple hooks, there's multiple parts that are bound to get in your head. The bridge, oh my god, the bridge on this song is so good. Like it does take me for a ride. It is so incredible. I just think Only Girl in the World like is just like the technical best pop song here. Like if I had to describe 2010s, like early 2010s music, this is one that I would show someone, or like We Found Love. I just feel like it's just so exemplary of why this era of music, like in general, not even like just the Loud era, just like the entire like early 2010s was so much fun. Like I miss when music was like this. I mean, I sound like an old person saying that. Not to say like music nowadays is bad or anything. I'm just saying like I personally miss when it was like this because that's when I grew up, obviously. So that is my ranking of Loud. I feel like any way that somebody ranks this album, like, you can't go wrong. It's a really short album too. Like, it always surprised me that it's like just 11 songs, and I know there's uh like a piano version of Love the Way You Lie. I never really listened to that one, so that's why I didn't include it here. It's still good, I just don't listen to it a lot. But yeah, it's just 11 songs, which always shocked me, because I feel like when an album's successful, like, there's multiple reissues with like bonus tracks and stuff, and I could have used more Loud. I mean, trust me, I could use more of that all day. But I think having it be 11 songs is actually so great, because it just means the album is no filler. Like, I truly believe there's no filler on this album. Like, you can make the argument that maybe some Rihanna albums, like, people say, like, she's a singles artist and the rest of her albums are filler. I disagree, but I can almost see what they mean. I genuinely don't think that there's any filler on Loud. I think every track is, like, a standout and is so amazing. And the fact that it's only 11 makes it just, like, this tight, concise, like, perfect pop album. So that is my ranking. Let me know your guys' favorites from this album, and I will see you next time.